Now, if we've done everything that we discussed in the bullet points of the PowerPoint presentation, we can probably now go ahead and approach the switchgear where our relay is mounted. So the first thing we're going to look at is a GE time over current relay, and we're going to show you how to approach the relay, how to remove the cover, how to remove the connecting plug, and then remove the relay from the case so that it can be tested. Now, one of the things we talked about in our bullet points is that you need to have a place on your test table or you're in your test area where you know you're going to lay your cover and your test plug so that they don't get misplaced or broken or damaged. So I'm going to pan over here so that you can see there's our test table, and in the upper right hand corner there is where we're going to place our cover and connecting plug. All right, so if we're ready, here's what we're going to do to remove the relay from the case. First of all, we're going to approach the relay and we're going to inspect the glass and the cover. The glass can't be broken, it can't be chipped, it can't be displaced, and the cover has to be intact. It can't be broken or chipped. Once we've looked at that, determined that everything's okay there, then we're going to go ahead and undo these 4 thumb knobs here, and those 4 thumb knobs will allow us to remove the cover from the case. And the order of the thumb knobs doesn't matter. So if we go here and we undo this lower right one and lower left, then I'm going to hold my finger here to support the cover while I remove the upper right and upper left. And once those are loose, then all we do is simply move the cover away from the relay. Now, it's important to remember that we also are responsible to make sure that the gasket on the inside of the cover is intact, it's not loose or floppy or falling apart, and that the reset lever here works properly. So I'm going to move the reset lever up and down there so that we can see that the reset lever works properly. Now, if there is anything wrong with the cover in any manner, we just make note of that in our mind, because later on then we're going to have the opportunity to repair it. So we'll take it over here now, and we're going to lay it in our designated spot on the table. The next thing we're going to do is to remove the relay connecting panel. When we remove the relay connecting panel, we're interrupting the trip circuits, but I want to point out to you that even though we interrupt the trip circuits by removing the connecting plug, there's still the possibility of hot AC and hot DC present in the can, particularly if the switchgear is still energized. Even if we've opened up the circuit breaker, it does not mean that the DC components that go in this case across studs 1 and 2 of the relay, have been turned off. And so there could still be hot DC even if we've opened up the circuit breaker and removed the AC current. So in this case, what we do now is we go ahead, and I like to use 2 hands and simply pull the connecting plug straight out. Now, once this connecting plug is out of the relay, we cannot trip the circuit breaker should either the instantaneous contacts or the seal-in contacts close. All right, I'm going to lay this over in our designated spot. Then we'll talk about how we're going to go ahead and remove the relay from the case. And in order to do that, we have 2 latches that have to be undone, the bottom latch and the top latch. We'll go ahead now and make sure that we only remove the relay by pulling on either the latches or the support bars. We're not going to grab a hold of the instantaneous unit or the seal-in unit. We're not going to grab the reset lever here. We're not going to grab a hold of the relay by the damping magnet and slide rail. We're simply going to use the latches or the support bar here and simply slide the relay out of the case and put it on our test table. From this point on now, our relay case is a separate and independent item from the relay. Again, always remembering that there could be hot components inside the case, and we should be very careful about putting anything metal inside of there that can arc or cause any kind of a short from the components of the relay to the grounded relay case. I'm going to swing the camera over and show you what we've got set up on our table so that you can see the rudiments of that. And then later on, in another video, we'll show you how to insert the relay into a test case and connect up the relay for testing and perform the standard field test. So let me pan over here and show you our test table with our relay now. Cover and connecting plug. There's our test set with test leads. Essentially all we need now is a test can to slide our relay into, and we can begin testing. That will be in another video. Thanks for watching.